I'm here with Kira Westra. She's a senior at Washington High School. And have you ever been influenced by anything online?
Yes, definitely. From like Instagram ads, especially.
Oh, okay.
Those get me.
Really? Instagram
Yeah.
ads?
Yeah, like if I see like something I want to buy, I feel like a present, especially for someone, and it's in the moment, I automatically go and buy something.
What about like influencers?
I would
like TikTok.
Yeah, I think influencers definitely inspire like certain aspects of like culture, like fashion, clothing.
And what about for you?
For me, I would say definitely with like the whole, I don't know when the whole like skinny jeans were out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the very popular like TikTokers even would be like just big fashion trends. I guess this is something like influencers start like saying slay.
Oh,
like
okay.
I think influencers.
Oh, that's really interesting. So like not only they influence you to buy something,
Yeah.
like influence the way that you act.
Yes, yeah. So just like catchphrases like slay, yes queen, you know? It just, I think, I don't want to say there's one influencer, especially it just being on like, I think TikTok especially, they all just come, influencers are like 50% of your For You page, you know, because they're popular.
That's not really. What do you think the reason is for influencers?
I think to have some sort of like social hierarchy. So like, they like build themselves to get money. You know, like they make, their whole job is like to keep going up. So they do it for like, to influence others is also just for their own personal like gain.
So do you think all influencers are like liars? Like do you think that like they're only doing this for their money? Do you think there's anything else?
I think it depends on the influencer. I think it depends. I think it's very like it's a depending kind of situation on the person. Like I'd say like the D'Amelios.
Oh.
Like I mean, they have their own Hulu show. Like I feel like their whole objective is just to keep getting money. Same with like, I mean, there's competition between influencers too. So.
Okay. So like, when I think of social hierarchy, I think of like celebrities. Do you think that like influencers are the new kind of celebrities?
I don't think they should be considered celebrities, but unfortunately, I'd say that is kind of now what it's turning out to be. Like, you know, there's before like A-list, B-list celebrities, but now it's kind of like that with influencers.
Why don't you think influencers should be considered celebrities?
I don't think, like, I think celebrities work very hard for what they get, and not saying influencers don't, but I think it comes easier to them, especially with, I want to say, pretty privilege sometimes. Like, based on what they look, what they wear, their financial like situation. I'd say like lots of times celebrities don't come from, especially like actors, don't come from like the richest households. But I feel like all influencers have some sort of like background, like financial stability.
Okay. What do you think about people like the Kardashians? Like, would you consider them an influencer? Would you consider them a celebrity? Do you think they cross that line?
I think they're very like in the Venn diagram, they're very in the middle.
Okay.
So especially, I'd say like in the 2000s, like early 2000s, they were more reality TV stars. Like that's what they were known for. But now they're models. I'd say they're more influencers, especially Kylie Jenner with her whole like brand of like lip kits and the
like
makeup.
Like Kim has her own brand.
Yeah, they all have their own brands, and so it's kind of slowly changing from them focusing on like modeling and like deals, like the brand deals now is like building them to be more influencer-y.
Yeah. Who would you like trust as an influencer? Like, how do you know that something is like an ad, and how do you know that something is like genuine? Like I know that there's like titles now on TikTok that are like, oh, this is an ad, this is an ad.
Yeah.
Like, what do you think about that? Do you really think that like they're catching every ad? Do you get influenced by those, or do you get influenced by more genuine videos?
I think it's really hard to find genuine influencers. Like, I don't want to say there's none, but I think it's very like you can't really tell.
It's rare.
It's up to your own like perception of it. I think so. Just I don't know. I don't really. If I believe something or like an influencer says, I'll automatically like Google it, even though it's not like the best option.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But like you don't know if they're genuine or
double
not.
check.
Yeah, like I double check like no matter what. Like I feel like there's nothing you can purely trust from like Instagram and TikTok. Like there's been so many times when they've like released like false things. So
do you think overall in society influencers are doing a good thing, or do you think that they're doing a bad thing?
I think that they are.
Do you think like it's like a gray area?
I think it's a gray area. I don't think it's black and white. I think that they all have their own intentions, and obviously no one can know their true intentions except for them themselves. So it's not really a good thing or a bad thing. It's how other people perceive it, I think. So it's just a thing. It's just a gray area. and it's us as like the viewers, it's how we take it. So some people would say it's a good thing. I think it can be a good thing, and it also can be a bad thing.
What would you say?
I'd say there's a lot of negativity, and it oftentimes is a bad thing. I'd say more times bad than good.
Okay.
But I mean, there are some cases where people are trustworthy and they're good people, and yeah, there can be good influences out there.
Well, thanks for sitting down with us.
Of
Kieran.
course.
I really appreciate it.
Thank you.